When the heart dances, Saadi Shirazi's celebration of earthly joy. Exploring Saadi's Ghazal. In this Ghazal, Saadi starts by وقت طرب خوش یافتم آن دلبر تناز را ساقی بیار آن جام می مطرب بزن آن ساز را I found at the hour of joy that coquettish beloved again. Cupbearer, bring the wine. Musician, strike the string. From the very first line, Saadi brings us into the heart of celebration. This is not a poem of longing or loss, nor one of mystical withdrawal. It is a moment of presence, a poetic snapshot where the poet finds his beloved again and the world becomes a tavern of delight. The call to the sāqī, Cupbearer, and motreb, musician, sets the rhythm for a night of pleasure. In classical Persian poetry, such invitations are never merely hedonistic. The cupbearer and musician represent freedom, companionship, and the soul's release from restraint. In this ghazal, however, Saadi speaks more as a man than as a mystic. The tone is grounded in the sensory world, in music, beauty, and the intoxication of love. The candle of beauty. امشب که بزم عارفان از شمع رویت روشن است آهسته تا نبود خبر رندان شاهد باز را. Tonight the gathering of the lovers glows with the candle of your face. Hush, lest the wine drinkers and gazers of beauty hear of it. Here Saadi turns playful. He imagines a secret feast of Arifan, lovers or knowers who are illuminated not by wax and flame, but by the radiance of the beloved's face. Yet the poet fears discovery by Rendan Shahidbaz, the libertine aesthetes who chase beauty everywhere. It is a humorous jab at those who love not the soul but the surface. Saadi's love, even when worldly, carries a subtle refinement. His gatherings are quiet, private, almost sacred, though laughter and music fill the air. The eyes tell. دوش ای پسر می خورده ای چشمت گواهی می دهد باری حریفی جو که او مستور دارد راز را. Boy, last night you drank, your eyes give witness. Find a companion who can keep your secret. A note of mischief enters. Saadi teases his companion, a young lover whose eyes reveals the intoxication he thought hidden. The verse glows with the intimacy of friendship, of shared pleasure and gentle reprimand. The moral undertone is subtle. Even joy requires discretion. To love and to revel are human, but wisdom lies in silence. The ideal friend, Saadi reminds us, is not one who shares your wine, but one who guards your secret. The pleasures of sight and sound. روی خوش و آواز خوش دارند هر یک لذتی بنگر که لذت چون بود محبوب خوش آواز را. A lovely face, a beautiful voice, each has its own delight. Imagine then the joy of one who has both. In this radiant couplet, Saadi brings art and beauty together. He sees the human form as a harmony, the face as light, the voice as melody. To meet someone who embodies both is to experience perfection in human form. This is where Saadi diverges from purely mystical poets like Rumi or Attar. He finds holiness in the immediate, in the song of a voice, the curve of a cheek, the play of laughter. The human beloved becomes a mirror of divine grace, but not by abstraction, by being vividly, irresistibly real. The archer of beauty. چشمان ترک و ابروان جان را به ناوک میزنند یارب که داده است این کمان آن ترک تیرانداز را. Those Turk-like eyes and brows shoot arrows into the soul. O Lord, who gave such a bow to that archer? The metaphor of the Turkish archer, a symbol of beauty, precision, and danger, appears frequently in Persian poetry. Here Saadi marvels at the irresistible power of the beloved's eyes, which shoot at the hearts of lovers. The tone, however, is not tragic. The wound is sweet. The poet almost thanks fate for the pain. Love here is not a calamity, but a proof of life, the wound that sings of joy. The secret of love in the reed's song. شور غم عشقش چنین حیف است پنهان داشتن. در گوش نی رمزی بگو تا برکشد آواز را. The passion of love's sorrow should not be hidden. Whisper the secret to the reed, that it may lift its voice. This verse bridges the sensual and the spiritual. The reed, ney, recalls the opening lines of Rumi's Masnavi, where the reed flute cries from separation. Saadi's reed, however, is not weeping, but singing. Love's sorrow is not meant for concealment. It is music's very source. The poet becomes both lover and instrument, turning his pain into melody. The fire of desire becomes art, the soul's confession through sound. The beauty who shakes Shiraz. شیراز پرغوغا شده است از فتنه چشم خوشت، ترسم که آشوب خوشت برهم زند شیراز را. Shiraz is in uproar from the mischief of your eyes. I fear your charm may bring the city down. A burst of humor and pride fills this couplet. Saadi, himself a native of Shiraz, exaggerates playfully. The beloved's beauty is so powerful that it has thrown the whole city into chaos. This line also carries a historical undertone. Shiraz, the jewel of Persia, was known for its poets, gardens, and beauties. Saadi's mention of his hometown adds warmth, a sense of belonging within the storm of love. The caged bird. من مرغکی پربستم، زان در قفس بنشستم، گر زان که بشکستی قفس بنمودمی پرواز را. I am a small bird, my wings bound, sitting in the cage. If you would only break it, I would show you how I fly. Suddenly the tone softens. Behind the revelry lies longing, the gentle ache of one who loves deeply but feels confined. The cage may be social custom, age, or emotional restraint. Love has given Saadi wings, but he cannot use them without the beloved's consent. This image, so human and fragile, reminds us that even the most eloquent poet feels helpless before love's freedom. The shrewd lover. سعدی تو مرغ زیرکی خوبت به دام آورده ام، مشکل به دست آورد کسی مانند تو شهباز را. سعدی, you clever bird, I have caught your beauty in my snare. Few can ever capture a hawk as rare as you. In this final verse, Saadi turns the gaze inward. The poet becomes both lover and beloved, hunter and prey. The hawk, Shahbaz, represents mastery, the sovereign spirit that cannot be easily caught. Yet Saadi admits defeat, smiling at his own entrapment. Love, he tells us, is the one power that conquers even wisdom. It humbles the proud, softens the learned, and turns the sage into a sighing youth again. The dance between earth and heaven. This ghazal is among Saadi's most graceful celebrations of earthly love. It contains none of the heavy moral reflections found in Gulistan, nor the mystical transcendence of Attar or Rumi. Instead, it shines with the joy of presence, love as lived experience, not allegory. Here, beauty is sacred precisely because it belongs to the senses. The beloved's face, voice, and eyes are not distractions from the divine. They are its manifestation in human form. This is Saadi's genuine, to remind us that divine light and human affection are not opposites. One can honor both, to love a face without forgetting the soul behind it. He celebrates the moments of laughter, the secrecy of affection, and the delicate dance between desire and dignity. The tone of Saadi's love. Saadi's love poetry often walks the line between passion and wisdom. he never loses control to emotion. Instead, he composes it. His voice is cultured, his metaphor disciplined, yet the fire beneath is unmistakable. He is neither a mystic lost in ecstasy nor a sensualist seeking indulgence. Rather, he is a human being, fully aware that love is both the sweetness and the test of life. In this poem, we see him at his most balanced, joyful, witty, tender, and wise. Love as a mirror of humanity. To read this Ghazal is to see Saadi as both poet and philosopher. His call to the Cupbearer is a call to awaken, to drink from the cup of experience, to sing, to love, to live. Even in pleasure, he teaches subtle restraint. Even in restraint, he sings of freedom. The beloved is not a symbol to be explained, but a presence to be felt, the living proof that joy and beauty are sacred when embraced with gratitude. Saadi leaves us, as always, smiling. His wine is not forgetfulness, it is awareness made sweet. His beloved is not unattainable, it is the beauty already glowing in the heart of life.